It started with what I thought would be an easy way to make some quick cash. My mom's co-worker, Lisa, needed someone to house sit for a weekend while she visited her sister in another state. Her place was only about 10 minutes from mine, and she offered good money just to feed her cats, water her plants, and keep an eye on the house. I said yes without thinking twice. Looking back, I wish I hadn't. Her house was weird. From the moment I pulled into the driveway Friday evening, I had this unsettling feeling in my gut. It wasn't old or rundown. Actually, it was a pretty modern two-story house in a quiet suburban neighborhood. But something about it felt off. You know that feeling when you step into a room and instinctively know something's wrong? Yeah, that. When I walked inside, it smelled like lavender and old wood. Her two cats, Willow and Jasper, were friendly enough, rubbing against my legs like they were happy to have someone there. I fed them, checked the plants, locked the front door, and settled into the guest bedroom upstairs. It was around 9:30 p.m. when I first heard it. A soft knocking sound. Not at the front door. Not at the back door. But inside the house. I paused the Netflix show I was watching on my laptop and listened. Silence. Probably the cats, I told myself. But then it happened again. 3 knocks, sharp, deliberate, coming from somewhere downstairs. I grabbed the flashlight Lisa had left for me and crept down the staircase, calling out softly, "Hello? Anyone there?" Nothing. I checked the doors. Locked. Windows? Locked. I even peeked out into the backyard. Completely empty. I went back upstairs, a little freaked out, but still trying to stay logical. Old houses make noises. Maybe pipes. Maybe settling wood. I laid back down. At 11:47 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was a text. From an unknown number. "Why are you in her house?" I sat straight up. My heart was pounding. I replied, "Who is this?" No response. I tried calling the number. Straight to voicemail. I told myself it was probably a prank, someone messing with me. But how would they know I was house-sitting? I got up to double-check all the doors and windows again. Everything was locked. But when I reached the kitchen, I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The sliding glass door to the backyard was open. Only a few inches. But it had been locked. I know I locked it. I slammed it shut, locked it, and grabbed a kitchen knife. I checked every room, every closet. Nothing. No one. That night, I barely slept. I left the lights on in every room upstairs and kept the knife next to the bed. The next morning, I tried convincing myself it was just some fluke. I went about feeding the cats, watering the plants, and tried to relax. By afternoon, I actually started feeling a bit better. Until about 6:15 p.m. I was sitting in the living room scrolling through my phone when I heard footsteps upstairs. Heavy footsteps. Like someone walking slowly, deliberately, from one end of the hallway to the other. The cats were both downstairs with me. It wasn't them. I froze. I didn't know whether to run out of the house or call the police. I opted for both, sprinted out the front door while dialing 911. When the cops arrived, they searched the entire house. No signs of forced entry. No one inside. They said maybe someone had tried to break in through the sliding door the night before, but got scared off. I tried explaining about the text message, the footsteps, the knocking, but they just kind of shrugged. Said to call them again if anything else happened. That night, I seriously considered just leaving, but something made me stay. I didn't want to leave Lisa's house unattended. I wish I hadn't. At exactly 3:03 a.m., I woke up to the sound of whispering. Faint, hushed voices, coming from the closet in the guest room where I was sleeping. I sat up, paralyzed. I swear, I could hear 2 distinct voices whispering back and forth. Too quiet to make out the words, but definitely there. I grabbed the knife, stood up, and yanked open the closet door. Nothing. Completely empty. But as I turned around, I noticed something that nearly made me collapse. On the bed, there was a Polaroid photo. It hadn't been there before. The photo was of me, asleep in the bed, taken from the doorway. I left. I grabbed my stuff, the cats, and bolted. Slept in my car until sunrise. When I told Lisa about everything the next day, she went pale. She hesitated, then admitted that the last person who house sat for her quit halfway through the weekend after reporting similar things. She hadn't told me because she thought it was just nerves, or maybe the cat's messing around. But here's the thing, the cats don't take Polaroid photos. I still have that picture, and to this day, I have no idea who took it.